What it do, guys? Manjoume here, and today we've seen the release of PlayStation 4 OS version 4.5. And while it does have a few tweaks and new system changes, two of the most important ones, of course, being, well, for me, the fact that we can watch 3D movies using PSVR, as well as the ability to use external hard drives on the PS4 as our system hard drive, as for games and save data and such. So there are 3 rules that you have to follow, and if your external hard drive meets these 3 rules, then you'll be fine. The first rule, and kind of the most important one, is that it needs to be USB version 3.0 or higher. My guess, the reason why you can't use 1 or 2 is that the read-write speeds and performance are not going to be as good. And you want something that's going to be good so it can properly convey the information to and from the PlayStation, and so you can play your games without any problems. 3.0 will probably be the most efficient way to do this, and only way possible, I'm guessing. Now, how do I know if my device is, in fact, USB version 3.0? Well, I know one very good reason, or very good way to figure that out, is to look at it. If it just tells you, see if I'll focus, this is USB 3.0. But if it's not written on your device, look at the inside that you would plug into the unit. You see how that's blue? That's what you want to see. That's how you know it's USB version 3.0. Only USB version 3.0s will have this. Now, if it's black, it's not 3.0. It's like 2.0 or something. I don't know what this is, but it's definitely like not 3.0. Same with this. Is this actually written in here? No, it's not. Yeah. So black, white, or I don't even know why I have this, and it's 4 gig. It's pretty old. Had it from college. Red. None of these are USB version 3.0, and they will not work. So do not use these, or do not expect these to work. Only expect blue to work. Now, the second rule is that it has to be at least 250 gigs. Now, if you read this USB stick is only 128, meaning I cannot use it, even though it passes the first test, which is the type, it is USB 3. However, since it is only 128 gigs, I cannot use it, because that is below the minimum. Now, the maximum is 8 terabytes. The hard drive that I'm going to be installing is 6 terabytes, so it's within that range. Now, the last thing that you need to pay attention to is that you need to plug it in straight into the PS4. You cannot plug it into a USB hub because it just won't work. So you have to plug it straight in. Now, if you're running into a problem like I am, because you have PSVR, and PSVR I prefer to run straight into the PS4. I have the Pro, so there's one in the back, that's where the VR will go. And USB 2, doesn't matter which one, but I'm just choosing number 2, is where I'm going to be putting my hard drive. And USB 1, I'll probably have a USB hub there, and that hub, personally, gives me 4 USB ports. Now, those are only going to be 2.0, because I don't have a newer hub, but that'll do just fine for me. With that, I can have a headphone charge controller, I guess, and leave me a couple spaces for other things. I have my hard drive plugged into the second port, which it's going to stay in. And this other port is going to be the USB hub right here, because the hard drive has to be on its own. And the VR is in the back, because this is the PlayStation 4 Pro. So let's boot up the system and go through the process of setting up the hard drive. And I do have Reddit up on my tablet to give me some instructions. Let's start things out. And settings, devices, USB storage, and this is the one I've got here, the backup plus disk Seagate, and we're going to format as an extended storage so that we can use it here. It's going to delete everything, but I already went ahead and took everything that was important off of here and formatting. This is going to want to be your first step. The console does not recognize your unit. Restart the console, try unplugging, replugging your stuff back in. It could just be a one-time issue, but go ahead and do that. This could take a while. This is 6 terabytes. Oh, I guess not. Okay, now it looks like we're using it. Capacity is going to be 5.52 terabytes, because obviously when any bit of storage that you get, even the Nintendo Switch has 32 gigs, I think only 25 gigs are available to you, because the rest is going to be system and whatever else the rest is. So it looks like we've done that correctly. Now, how do we use this storage for games I already have? So, I think, go back, storage, it's calculating, so we gotta give it a second. Remember that my system storage is now a 2 terabyte, and as you can see, it is 1.78 terabytes, because you don't get the full 2. You get a good chunk of it. Now, I'm going to be going off of this Reddit post, and it says, go to the settings, go down to storage, go to system storage. If you have extended storage device set up, it will be displayed, as you can see. In storage, click what you currently have, click applications, options, and we can move it to the extended storage. I'm going to save time for myself and select all. And I guess let it die, still downloading. And you can see all the games I have here. Should probably get rid of some of these things. That's just sad. As you can see, I have quite a few games here, so we're going to move everything. Yes. It's moving, and it says it will take 2 hours. But that's all you really need to know. I have moved over 729.5 gigs to my extended storage and opened up quite a bit on my system storage, and make sure that your application install location is your extended storage. I only have 89.96 gigs on here. Can I not move this over? Yeah, let it die will let me. But I'll do that off camera. Well guys, this has been my guide to setting up an external hard drive and transferring existing games from your internal to external hard drive. If you want to stay up to date on my videos and live streams on both YouTube and Twitch, check out the links in the description below and join my Discord. That's all for now guys. Manjoume out.